Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. From friendship to romance, the shocking twist of Hope and Carter's love story revealed. Hope has acknowledged her feelings for Carter, declaring him to be the man of her dreams. This revelation is particularly surprising given her recent relationship with Thomas earlier this year. What circumstances led to this unexpected development on The Bold and the Beautiful? During the episode aired on Wednesday, November 6, Hope Annika Noel reciprocated Carter's Lawrence St. Victor declaration of love. He was the first to express his emotions, and until that moment, Hope had been hesitant to advance their relationship. She was cautious, determined not to repeat past mistakes by rushing into intimacy. Hope expressed that she had never experienced true support before, often feeling isolated even during her time at Forrester Creations. Carter reassured her that he would always be there for her, and in his embrace, Hope felt a sense of safety. It was at this moment that Carter revealed his love for her, to which Hope responded in kind. For the first time, she felt truly acknowledged, a significant shift for someone who typically takes her time before expressing such deep feelings. However, this raises the question, is it genuine love or merely infatuation? Hope has always had the backing of her mother and the Logans, and while Thomas Matthew Atkinson had been supportive, she struggled to meet his expectations. Her pursuit of Finn, Tanner Novlin, despite his marriage to Steffi, Jacqueline McKinns Wood, further complicated her romantic life. Now, with her feelings for Carter developing rapidly, one must wonder if her affection is sincere or if it serves a different purpose. Could this be a strategic move to win over the COO and exact revenge for her recent job loss at Forrester Creations? Carter has promised to stand by her and seek retribution against the company, which might align with Hope's desire to reclaim her position. What are your opinions on this situation? Do you believe Hope's feelings for Carter are authentic? One of the most talked about and surprising twists on The Bold and the Beautiful in recent months has been the unexpected romantic connection between Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. The relationship seems to have come out of nowhere for many fans, especially considering Hope's long-standing romantic entanglement with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and the tight-knit, complicated web of relationships that define the B&B universe. For the most part, Hope has been the picture of stability and commitment in her marriage to Liam. The couple shares a child, Beth, and while they've faced their share of challenges over the years, Hope and Liam have always seemed to find their way back to one another. So how then did Hope suddenly fall in love with Carter, a man who, until recently, had primarily been a confidant and a professional ally? This article explores the evolution of Hope's feelings for Carter, examining the catalyst for this unexpected romance and how it fits into the larger narrative of The Bold and the Beautiful. Hope and Carter, their relationship so far. To understand how Hope and Carter's relationship developed, we need to take a step back and look at their history on the show. For most of B&B's viewers, the idea of Hope and Carter as a couple might seem far-fetched, considering that their relationship has mostly been professional and platonic. Carter has served as the Forrester family's trusted lawyer and a key player in various legal and business dealings over the years, often interacting with Hope as a part of the Forrester team. Carter has also had his own complicated romantic history. He's been involved with several prominent characters, most notably Quinn Forrester, Rena Sofer, whom he shared a passionate but tumultuous romance with. His relationship with Quinn was filled with highs and lows, and while it had its moments of genuine connection, it ultimately ended when Quinn chose Eric Forrester, John McCook, over Carter. Meanwhile, Hope's love life has been primarily focused on Liam. From the moment Hope and Liam first met, their chemistry was undeniable, and for many years, they were the quintessential B&B couple. They faced many ups and downs, including Liam's infamous love triangle with Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McKinns Wood, but through it all, Hope and Liam have remained a central relationship on the show. While they've had struggles, including infidelity, separation, and questions about their compatibility, it always seemed that the couple would find their way back to each other. However, as The Bold and the Beautiful has proven time and time again, relationships on the soap aren't always what they appear. With Carter's unexpected romantic pursuit of Hope, viewers were taken by surprise. but there were several key factors that set the stage for their chemistry to evolve. The seeds of attraction, the Forrester connection. While Hope and Carter had mostly professional interactions, the seeds of attraction between them were planted long before either of them acknowledged them. Their bond began to shift in subtle ways as Hope increasingly relied on Carter for support, especially during personal crises in her life. Hope's emotional vulnerability, particularly surrounding her complicated relationship with Liam, created an opportunity for Carter to step in as a source of comfort. In the past, Carter has proven to be a compassionate and understanding person, someone who genuinely cares about the people in his life. His kindness and empathy have been key traits that made him so appealing to women like Quinn, and it's those same qualities that likely drew Hope to him over time. The first significant shift in their relationship came when Hope and Liam's marriage was tested by external forces, like Thomas Forrester's, Matthew Atkinson, manipulations, and Liam's ongoing struggles with his insecurities. During those times, Hope turned to Carter more and more for advice, encouragement, and legal support. Carter, as Forrester Creations' legal counsel, was often there when Hope needed someone to lean on, and his loyalty to her and the Forrester family made him a natural confidant. Over time, Hope started to open up to Carter more deeply than she had with anyone else. She talked about her doubts, her frustrations, and her fears about her relationship with Liam. Carter, ever the patient listener, gave her a safe space to express her feelings without judgment. For Hope, this connection was comforting, something she didn't get with Liam, who was often emotionally distracted or preoccupied with his own issues. The turning point, the fallout with Liam. While Hope had been leaning on Carter for emotional support, things took a sharp turn in her marriage to Liam. As the couple faced mounting tension over the years, things reached a breaking point when Liam's infidelity came into the picture. Hope, already struggling with the uncertainty surrounding her marriage, found herself questioning whether her relationship with Liam was truly the right fit for her future. As Hope's disillusionment with Liam grew, her interactions with Carter became more frequent. The more time they spent together, the more Carter's warmth and understanding stood out in stark contrast to Liam's emotional distance and insecurity. At a time when Hope needed stability, emotional maturity, and someone who truly understood her, Carter was there, steadfast, loyal, and unwavering in his support. Carter, for his part, had also been through his own personal struggles. After his breakup with Quinn and the failure of his past relationships, he was at a crossroads. Carter was no longer the man who'd once had his heart broken by Quinn. He had evolved into a more self-assured and emotionally mature person. In many ways, his connection with Hope was a reflection of both characters' emotional growth. They weren't just two people who had immediate chemistry. They were two individuals who had been through personal hardships and found themselves at a point in their lives where they were ready for something more meaningful and fulfilling. As their emotional connection deepened, Hope began to view Carter in a new light. While it seemed unlikely that she would fall for him, the connection between them only grew stronger. Hope's feelings for Carter began to evolve from friendship to something deeper. She found herself drawn to his integrity, his steadiness, and the way he made her feel valued and heard, qualities that were sometimes lacking in her relationship with Liam. Why Hope chose Carter over Liam. The decision for Hope to fall in love with Carter, as surprising as it was, made sense given the circumstances she found herself in. In many ways, Carter offered Hope what Liam could not at that moment: emotional security, maturity, and a sense of partnership. While Liam was grappling with his own inner turmoil, Hope was seeking someone who could offer her emotional stability and the kind of relationship she could build for the future. Liam, despite his genuine love for Hope, often allowed his past mistakes and insecurities to get in the way of their happiness. His history of being torn between Hope and Steffi, as well as his tendency to make rash decisions under pressure, left Hope feeling unsupported and uncertain. Carter, on the other hand, was a contrast to that volatility. He was patient, understanding, and able to provide the kind of emotional support that Hope needed to move forward. What made the situation even more complicated was the fact that Hope was caught in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. She didn't want to betray her marriage or hurt Liam, but the growing attraction to Carter became undeniable. She found herself questioning whether she could continue to be with someone who didn't provide the emotional fulfillment that Carter could offer. Hope also realized that she couldn't continue to suppress her feelings for Carter, especially as they spent more time together. At some point, she had to face the fact that the deep connection she shared with Carter wasn't something that could simply be ignored. The first kiss and the fallout. The inevitable happened when Hope and Carter's mutual attraction reached its peak. After months of emotional closeness and growing affection, they shared their first kiss, a moment that was both thrilling and heartbreaking, given Hope's complex relationship with Lamb. But while the kiss was the culmination of their growing emotional connection, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter in both of their lives. For Hope, the kiss with Carter was both a realization and a revelation. She was falling in love with him, and the implications of that were significant. It meant that her relationship with Liam was at a crossroads, and she had to decide whether she was willing to make the difficult choice of ending her marriage and pursuing a future with Carter. Carter, meanwhile, was equally conflicted. While he had strong feelings for Hope and was ready to move forward with her, he knew the emotional toll it would take on her and on her relationship with Lamb. He wasn't someone who liked to interfere in other people's relationships, but he also knew that Hope's feelings for him were undeniable. The fallout from Hope and Carter's first kiss was inevitable. Hope had to confront the reality of her feelings for Carter, and Liam would eventually have to deal with the betrayal and heartbreak. The love triangle that followed would only add to the drama, creating tension between Hope, Liam, and Carter as they all navigated their emotions and relationships. Conclusion: a surprising but believable romance. Hope falling in love with Carter was a surprising twist for the bold and the beautiful audience, but when examined closely, it's clear that it was a natural evolution of their relationship. The emotional support, the growing connection, and the evolving dynamics between them made it believable that Hope could fall for Carter, someone who had become a confident and a steady presence in her life. While Hope's romantic journey with Carter may have come as a shock to some, it reflects the ongoing themes of change, growth, and the complexity of love.